Good morning. I'd like to continue with happiness today. Yesterday I talked about happiness and how it's kind of made up of three things. I talked about how it's part of purpose, living purposefully, and making meaning, understanding what meaning we have in life, and thirdly, how much joy we find in life, how much we are enjoying ourselves. Now, I want to take one step further. Again, happiness affects our lives in fantastic ways. I want to introduce a new term today, and that's called priming. Now, you can prime others with questions or thoughts or statements. You can prime yourself. There's an amazing amount of research on this, that when you prime somebody we prime our kids every night. Every night before they go to bed, we prime them by saying, what three things are you grateful for? What three things did you really enjoy about today? When we ask that question, we're assuming that there are three wonderful things about the day, which gets their minds assuming that there are wonderful things about the day, which ends up allowing them to go to bed a little bit easier. That's the way we prime them a little bit. And you can prime yourself. I actually have a list of, behind the camera here, a list of 6 ways that you can prime yourself to get the most out of life. The 6 ways where you can help yourself get to the right start. And the first way is something you've heard about a lot. The first way is by meditating. Now, you can meditate in a bunch of different ways. I don't know what meditation means to you. It can mean a whole bunch of things. So I'm going to be careful with this. It's kind of like saying love. You can love your dog, you can love pizza, you can love your wife or husband, you can love anything, right? You can love doing what you work. So love has a lot of meanings. In the same way, meditation has a lot of meanings. And what I'm talking about with meditation is simply quieting yourself for a period of time. Simply entering the day without stress, taking the stress away, allowing it to melt away a little bit. That's what I mean by meditation. So there are many ways to do that. Simple breathing exercises are often fantastic for it. And there's lots of information, decent information out there on breathing exercise. So if you can look up breathing exercise, is something that if you do 5 minutes every day before your day starts, you will prime yourself for less stress in the day. Secondly, look forward to doing something. This is actually something, there's good psychology behind having a holiday about once every month in the year, a national holiday. Why? Because we look forward to it. We're excited about it. And when you are looking forward to something, you end up feeling a lot better during the day, and you end up getting more done. Typically, that's typically what happens. So as an example, think about the last holiday you went on and how often you looked forward to that, how you talked about it maybe with your family members or friends or whoever you were going with. How often did it make a difference in your day and bring joy to you? When we have joy in our lives, we end up working harder. We end up being more efficient. We end up doing better. Thirdly, intentionally help others. Now, this is a loaded statement. Help others, be kind to others, make a difference in other people's lives. You can say something positive about somebody, you can give somebody something, or you can simply do something for them. But what I'm talking about is doing it intentionally. If you do it spur of the moment, it's good, and it has a positive effect on you. It has an even better effect if you plan your day. And if every day you say, what is one thing I could do kind, or one thing that would bring benefit to somebody today? And if you intentionally think about it, it actually brings a far greater amount of joy in your life every day, and it'll make a bigger difference to somebody else and yourself. You'll be, again, more productive. You'll be healthier. You will have less stress in your life. You've got less chance. I'm no word of a lie. Which research is showing that you have a less chance of having a heart attack or some other, like stroke or something else that happens to you, okay, or cancer. Next, surround yourself positively. What I mean by that is both materially as well as with people. If you hang out with people that are destructive for yourself, and you know who I'm talking about here, it might be you're somebody very close to you. I'm going to be careful with this, okay? But what I want you to do is don't get rid of your family necessarily. Some people might need to, but spend time with positive people that encourage you, people that are upbeat. Spend time with those people. And if you're around people that aren't as much that way, and you can't escape them, maybe it's your boss, maybe it's your business partner, maybe it's your life partner, whoever it is, then make sure that you are spending time priming them. Help them out. You can prime other people as well, again. Then there's also physical surroundings. Do things in spaces that feel good. If you have a really messy desk space and you don't feel good about that, it's going to affect you. If you feel good about clean workspaces, then do that before you leave in the evening or first thing when you come in. Make sure that you're in a good space. That will prime you for happiness and more success. Next, again, something you've heard about constantly, and that is exercise. Doing a little bit of exercise is fantastic. I tend to try to get just about 500 active calories every day, just trying to get 500 calories more than what I would be doing if I was just kind of sitting around doing very little. I try to move around a lot. This counts. Doing these videos actually gets my heart rate going up a little bit and helps out with that kind of stuff. So exercise doesn't have to be extreme, but make sure that there's some baseline. Do a certain amount of steps every day, or a certain amount of steps however many times a week, 5 out of 7 days, and that will help you. Having those goals, looking forward to accomplishing those things and rewarding yourself by feeling good about it is fantastic. Lastly, pay money for experiences rather than material goods. Research consistently shows that people who spend money on experiences have far more happiness and longer lasting happiness than people who spend money on material goods. I'm not saying material goods are wrong. They're not. They're fantastic. But if you spend money on experiences, you're going to get bigger bang for your buck. So if you've got $100, spend it with people doing something rather than buying stuff that will consistently help you with happiness. Now again, when you start doing this, you are going to start to see a difference in your life. If you're somebody, I want to encourage you right now, if you're somebody who maybe believed that again, I talked about this yesterday, but maybe believed that this is the way you're fated to be, that you're just a depressive person, or you have frustrating things in life, and your family's always been this way and it will always be this way. That's not true. You can change your genes. Actually, if you research the word epigenetics, you will start to find out that there's been research that is showing that people can turn their genes on and off in life. It's amazing what we can do, and a lot of this comes from our perspective. Change your perspective, prime yourself, and you will change everything in life, including work, life, business, relationships, all that kind of stuff. Enjoy your day.